Okay, yeah, I'm back. Well, I was sitting here right before I went live. I'm sitting out in the truck, y'all. I was sitting here right before I went live, and I just heard what I like. It's like God is like so real. This rain, man. It's just raining hard. Goodness gracious. Hey, goodness gracious. Okay, I wanted to finish saying what I wanted to say, but I had gotten interrupted earlier. It was a good interruption, though, that I had gotten earlier. Uh, so I didn't plan on like even discussing a lot of this stuff on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like we go through things. It's getting ready to thunderclap again. Goodness gracious. I was gonna sit out here in the car until it stopped raining, but it's literally been raining and pouring for like at least 10, 15 minutes straight. Goodness gracious. It's distracting too. Um, I'm gonna try to put together my words or whatever because I'm still kind of tired and I'm getting ready to go in this room and lay down and relax, watch some TV with Jacob and Ty, and just talk to my sons. What I was gonna say is that it's I know that the trolls or whatever, they have their hatred for me, which to me is not real. That's why I said the love is real and the hate is not. And that's gonna be one of my mottos, is that love is real and hate is not, for real. Because it doesn't make any sense. It seems like they're creating things. They're just creating things. Told y'all I was getting ready to thunderclap again, to hate each other for. And it just, at the end of the day, everybody deserves quality housing. Nobody deserves to be nobody deserves to pay rent. And we're talking about rent specifically. If I owned that house, then that would be on me. Here we go again, another thunderclap, because I saw the lightning. It stopped, it slowed down a little bit. um Everybody deserves quality housing, whether or not they're renting or buying a house. You got to keep the upkeep of your property up. You can't just decide to neglect your property, because that can really affect somebody. So people can run around here and they can say, oh, well, she's unstable. No, I was not unstable. I'm not an unstable person. In fact, I'm a very solid person. I dealt with it as long as I could. When you look back at a situation and you think, damn, I should have did it different. But it ain't always meant to happen that way. I literally should have moved out of that house in 2021, back when they had the eviction moratorium. But I continued to pay rent and be loyal. And see, that's my fault, because I always look at what is best for other people that ends up not being the best thing for me, because I thought I knew that landlord. I thought I could trust him. So that words of word advice look up the owner of your house and find out who it is, because it's almost like they was hiding, because that house went through like four different management companies. I don't understand why the owners had a management company. They ran a management company based out of California, but they were getting other people to manage that property. It's very bizarre, but whatever. So I should have moved. I could have saved up my money and went ahead and moved. And that was actually whenever the problem first showed up. So, I'm a very stable, solid person. And I'm not going to be discussing a lot of, like, first of all, uh, some advice to the trolls. Y'all shouldn't mess with people's legal stuff, because you could be taking on negative karma, because that landlord owes me more than what I owe them in rent. And it is something that I can sue for. So, but at the end of the day, I still needed to leave that house because, well, first of all, they wanted me to leave. So it's not like I didn't understand that. But it was a dangerous situation, okay, because of the problems that was at the house. The HVAC wasn't right. Okay, I can roll this window down now. The HVAC wasn't right. It was, there was, man, it was terrible. So that was actually a blessing. I feel like Spirit said, no, it's time for you to get up out of this house. It was not a negative thing. And you can tell it wasn't negative, because everybody pulled through and showed they love for me. And I cannot deny that. I appreciate the love. I do. And, but, so I'm going to get off of that subject. I'm gonna get off of that subject until it's time to talk about it again. Um, I wasn't planning on putting all this on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, people go through things in life. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the people that are coming at me sideways, showing nothing but hate, I'm sure that a lot of those people have been through things too. I mean, I'm the type of person to where you're not gonna catch me being hateful towards people 5 or 6 years later. That ain't my MO. I don't have to keep reminding people of what happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to keep talking about it. I don't. Okay. I don't have to, and I'm not talking to or interacting with any trolls. Y'all hate me because either y'all racist. It's a lot of y'all trolls are racist. A lot of y'all hate witches. A lot of y'all have mental problems. I'm not going to be discussing that. That's why, I wish Mike hadn't have done that, but it is what it is. If y'all want to keep talking about that 10 years from now, go right ahead. Seriously. You want to keep talking about it, go right ahead. I won't be listening. I don't stay stuck on stuff for years and years and years. I've already said that. I was literally trying to maintain dealing with the negativity from the landlord, as well as trying my best to run my business and take care of my children. If you hate me and you feel like I'm this and that, then fine. How many times do you have to say it? How many, like, after you show your hatred for somebody for so long, whose problem is that really? Is it theirs or your problem? That's all I'm saying. I I honestly will not be wasting my energy or time, and I don't do that. There's no way that I would sit here for years and years following somebody around, I wouldn't care about my hatred for them. I'm going to say what's right. So I ain't that type of person. I'm a genuine person. Straight up and down. I can lower my voice now because it stopped raining. I'm a genuine person. I'm not going to sit up here and continuously show hate for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to do it. And then, especially arguing with people on the internet that I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, all of my loved ones, my family, they love me. That's what matters to me. And that's why I said the hate is not real, but the love is. And I kind of heard a little bit about what Kevin was saying. That's not a roast. That's not funny. That to me shows trauma. Talking about children sexually on the internet. That's disgusting. It is. I know a lot of them think that they being clever, but that's ridiculous. At the end of the day, what's the truth? The truth of the matter is that Jacob's a normal little kid. He is well taken care of. Nobody would ever hurt Jacob. I've never hurt children in my life. That's the truth. Now, somebody that would make up something like that out of the blue, I'm not. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been saying that for the longest. The disgusting crap that sector talks about, that males in that sector talk about, I'm disgusted by it. I don't sit and listen to it. I can't sit and listen to that. That's not entertainment to me. So why would I, why would I have anything to say about it? But I really wish that people would keep my son's name out their mouth. That's disgusting. Kevin is a pervert. I will say that he's very perverted. And a lot of y'all trolls got this perversion when it comes to me and my children. And I wonder where that came from. It didn't come from me. It did not come from me. Not nowhere from me. So that came from your own mind and your own experiences. So I don't contend with that crap. Okay. So, that to me is disgusting. The way the I wouldn't I wouldn't have it on my channel, and I never have and never will. So anyway, um you know what makes the trolls go away is by not looking at them or listening to them, because there's trolls making videos. I was shocked to hear that Juju the troll had rolled past my house. I mean, the crazy part about it is that they already knew what was going on with the landlord. So were you shocked? I mean, I personally was a little shocked at how the court system did it, because I'm not used to that. But then again, this is Georgia. It's not where I come from, because uh in my hometown, um they gear more so towards the tenant. In Georgia, they gear more so towards the landlord, and that's a problem. You got to have enough pride and self-respect in yourself to demand better, especially if they expected me to pay 2,000 a month to live in that house, and they raised up my rent before they even made any repairs. So if you feel that that's what you want in your community, fine. For me, I demand better. We should never, ever, ever, as a society, come to that place to where we are subservient to slumlords. We should never do that. That's a problem. So, you make your decisions for your life. All I know is this: I'm going to make sure that I take care of the situation, uh, to where even in the courts in my hometown, I plan to put in an affidavit of stalking to let them know that I am being stalked. You trolls need to quit calling down to the courthouses and things of that nature. Y'all are very, very hateful. Y'all call and y'all file false reports against people. And then here's another thing. Um, One of the judges that I was dealing with does a lot of social media research for her cases, and she needs to quit doing that, because that sometimes what you see in social media may not give you a good judgment, because I'm an example of that. I've had so many lies and rumors said about me, is ridiculous. And it's all a lie. The trolls have done nothing but made up stuff out of hate, out of their hatred. So better standards have to be set. Okay. Better standards have to be set. I'm not the type of person to sit around and hate on somebody. This is a fact. When things happen to people on here that I may not like, you're not going to see me there, and you're not going to see me have anything to say. Now, the situation with Hope wished death on me. It's the truth. She did. She wished death on me. Getting evicted out of your house is not death, because I'm still here and I'm still breathing. Thank the goddess. Thank God. So, I'm not going to have this extreme love for somebody or care if they're wishing death on somebody just because they are, what do you call that, under peer pressure from trolls. That ain't right. So, and I was talking about that in that last live that I did, people running around here. I don't know where y'all hate comes from. And I don't care. I don't have to be concerned about that, seriously. All I know is that my friend took off of work. She literally took off of work to come and help me. You know what I'm saying? She took off of work. She paid for my storage. Like, I paid for the truck. But man, I love her so much. That's my heart. Okay. And everybody else that gave me well wishes, even if you were not there, even if you couldn't help me yesterday, I know that there were still, prayers and people that wanted us to be okay. And I appreciate y'all for that. And I love y'all for that. Okay. So that means everything to me. Everybody that was there for me. In fact, I need. I've come to a place to where I want to get back to living the way that I normally live. Okay. I feel protected. I feel like I don't need to give a damn if some stranger in another state wishes death on me, whatever. And I know better than that too. You know what I'm saying? Probably people wish death on me every single day. And I know how to keep myself protected. So, but I'm shocked that people were not trying to make it seem like, oh, it's that witchcraft and stuff. No, stuff like that happens to people no matter what their spiritual or religious beliefs are. And I'm the one that's always wanting and saying that people should do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that type of person. Okay, whether or not you're Christian, Buddhist, pagan, whatever you are, you don't deserve for people to deny you service, especially if they're expecting for you to pay for it. So that kind of discrimination should not be accepted at all. Okay. So I'm gonna be the one, when you see somebody providing somebody good service, that's gonna be something that I'm responsible for because I manifested it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not, and I actually have no idea. Like I said, oh, that's what I was talking about in my last live. When I looked up the reviews of vertical real estate, the original company that they used didn't get good reviews, but they were doing a good job. When that raccoon showed up, they started switching management companies, avoiding what needed to be done to fix the issue. I'm not sure why. My guess is that a lot of people took advantage of that eviction moratorium, which I wish I was that type of person to do that, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I stayed and I kept paying, and it was a bad decision. But at the end of the day, it's all a part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have been out of that house in 2021, went and got some quality housing because I had already started noticing things like, number one, I couldn't really work out of the sunroom because it was not insulated. Stuff like that. I noticed that it would be hotter or either colder on the upstairs of the property. So, but I was so busy and dealing with other stuff. And this is one of the reasons why I don't have time to be dealing with no trolls and their hatred. If you hate me, you can hate me from a distance, and that's exactly what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna put myself up front and close to your hate. I'm not gonna do it. I don't, not gonna do it anymore. I ain't never lived like that. I have never lived like that in my life. And I'm not gonna be forced to do it either. When a lot of these trolls came across me, I had just had a baby and was doing extended breastfeeding. So, and I'm even gonna quit smoking cigarettes too very soon. So stuff is real because you make it real. If you say the hate is real, then that's what you're gonna have in your life is hate. So I have the right to keep hate away from me completely. And that's exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that juju is deslooning. It probably is. I honestly don't care anymore. After yesterday, I honestly don't care. You know what I'm saying? And just FYI, I'm getting ready to distance myself from this whole sector situation, y'all, completely. Um, yeah, I can't do that anymore. And it has nothing to do with what happened yesterday. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand why it's not separate. Like real life should be separate. Why are they trying to like I think everybody should be careful with trying to uh well, what do you mean he was telling the truth all along? Everybody saw the court documents, troll. Everybody knew what had happened. What do you mean he was telling the truth all along? We saw the court documents. It's not like I lied about it. I spoke about in detail the issue with okay, let me go ahead and block these trolls. Okay. We all like so now the trolls are trying to say that I was lying about the eviction. That doesn't even make any sense. You can go right now and look it up. I never said that he was lying about that. I don't understand y'all logic, but whatever. Okay. Y'all need to stop putting people's y'all need to stop trying to put people's real life in with the trolling on YouTube. Okay? And please believe that I know that a lot of y'all trolls on here are very racist against black people. And y'all come on here every day trying to play black people against each other. And I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with the racism anymore. Okay? I'm just not going to do it. At the end of the day, whether or not you're black or white, whether or not you're black, white, whatever, I'm cool with you as long as you got a level head. That racism crap is for the birds. I ain't got time for that no more. I don't. I'm confused about why you trolls keep coming in here saying that that is kind of like what landlords do. That's what they do when they don't agree with tenants. That's what they do. I demanded for them to fix the issues and said I was going to withhold my rent, and that's what I did. What does that have to do with somebody talking shit in social media? It's none of y'all business what people do in their real lives. That should not be discussed on YouTube. If somebody did that to you, how would you feel? Again, like I said, it makes no sense. So I lived there for like an extra year, so I'm cool with that. But still that landlord owes me money. So and y'all can't change that. And it's all gonna be public. Eventually, when I sue the landlord, it's gonna be public. Y'all are not gonna have any bearing on how that case turns out. Okay, I suffered landlord injury, landlord tenant injury. They can take whatever I owe, whatever they feel that I owe them in rent out of that settlement that they give me. Okay, just because you don't like me don't mean that that I don't deserve to be compensated. I deserve to be compensated. So that's just the reality of it. That's the reality of real life. So I just and as far as I'm concerned, that I'm happy now that uh whoever that Juju is or Jones or whatever the hell that fake ass troll is, I'm glad that person don't know where I live now. But I mean, hell, they might have been following me around. I don't know. I was looking behind me. Y'all gonna have to quit stalking people, bro. Y'all are that stalking crap. Y'all need to get lives, man. Quit stalking people. I am not a famous person. I'm not famous like that. Why are y'all stalking? Why would Jackie be going through the neighborhood? And I guess it's a good thing that she did that because Mike came through to look out for me. You know what I'm saying? He did. But I want Mike to stop with the stuff on the internet, and I'm gonna stop as well. I'm gonna stop the stuff on the internet because at the end of the day, Mike was there for me in my real life. And I can't even hold him up on that. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to realize that the stuff that y'all do and like I said, from what I heard, the trolls was contacting the landlord. Okay, Juju, bye. I don't care. You can't be in my chat. Well, go ahead and stalk me. It'll be your karma. Okay? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense that all these trolls are in my chat room. I just, oh God. I wish that y'all appreciated life more. And y'all say the same thing. Why you crying? Somebody lying, somebody crying. And like, I mean, how do you do that every day of your life for 10 years straight? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Look at these troll accounts. Goodness gracious. Oh my God. I don't like that. I don't. I'm sorry. Yeah, peace to you too. Uh-huh. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. And no, I'm not listening to old girl show. I don't thrive in hate. Sorry. I can't imagine stalking somebody around the internet and it still ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 90 years old and y'all be like, oh, she died finally. She dead. She dead. Like, come on now. It's so ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And you know what God is telling me? God is telling me to relate a message to you that you being up all day showing hatred for people, that's not what God wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? You should appreciate your life. You should do something better with your life. Because yesterday I had a moment while everything was happening, because I do feel that during that time, during the whole process, that I was being discriminated against in the courts, and I do feel that that has a lot to do with my spiritual beliefs. I do. I really feel that, and that's not right. Cause no, I don't. Like the trolls said, they're y'all projecting. The truth is that I don't. First of all, saying that I put out a bunch of negativity and hate in the world. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, and I shouldn't have been doing that, LA. Like I told him that. I said I shouldn't have been flirting with your enemy. I was mad. You know what I'm saying? So he got me there, but it shouldn't even be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't have never been that way in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like I was wrong, but then again, I'm seeing what he doing, and I wish they would leave Mike alone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If me and Mike are gonna be cool with each other, I wish that me and him can just like go get some therapy and counseling, and like, cause we shouldn't have no issue with each other. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be a bunch of people stalking me. It shouldn't. And then they lying, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everything is frequency and then there's spirits. So like, to conjure up a bunch of negativity out of the Bible or wherever you doing it, like I don't even agree with that. So every day I'm constantly As a spiritualist, I'm constantly trying to banish and transmute negativity into positive. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that, people put out there or whatever. And then that's why I was saying the last thing I needed was a bad landlord. Like, I could have used a landlord that was more stable than that. You know what I'm saying? More solid. So, because I already live alone with my children. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody, that's half doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I needed my landlord to be on point, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I was saying this the other day that I feel like I haven't slept for real in years. And it was because of that landlord. Because a person can say, I can say to a person, there was wild animals in my attic, right? But then the person would say, well, but they got to understand that it was right above my bed. It was literally, I could hear them running around. And I love nature. I'm not going to lie to you. But I don't want wild animals in the house. So I'm a nature type of person. I gotta go, y'all, because Jacob keep looking out the window waiting for me to come back in. Like I said, I love nature, but I don't love nature that much. Shoot, that's crazy. And it's during the day, so like I noticed that the trolls like to do a lot of stuff during the day, but people got to take care of business during the day too. While I'm trying to take care of business during the day, the trolls is live, like, or either doing what they doing, like, and you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like, wow, so it's 5 o'clock now. um but I'm, and I got phone calls to make anyway, and then plus I got to charge up my phone. But I got a good night's sleep last night, you know what I'm saying, because when you got stuff bouncing around and sliding around on a slope above your head, that's messed up, because raccoons do eat through the ceiling. They do that often. You can't just leave a raccoon in your attic. So that's a lawsuit at the end of the day, and I'm going to pursue it. It doesn't matter what a troll thinks. Okay. Whether or not I'm living in that house or not, and trust me, y'all, I was ready to leave. I've been ready to leave. I've been ready to move out of that house for months now. For months. It's yeah, it's very, very difficult moving out of a house that is uninhabitable. It is. It's not easy. So, it feels like a weight lifted off of me. It does. And I know that things are gonna get better. I'm gonna tell y'all like how I feel. I'm pissed off at the landlord because my life was progressing. I was saying that before I moved into that house, I was making more money living in a hotel. And my money got funny when I moved into that house. And it was because of the, like, well, first of all, the stalking got worse for some reason. I don't know why. But you know what, like I don't know what these people want. If these people actually just want me to go down and not have the things that I want in life, and I am going to have the things that I want in life. And it sucks because, like, literally the landlord, like, I was sitting there, like, when I would go live and I'd be, I'd be being strong or whatever, but in the background, it was a landlord that just was like bad, like, that whole time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here trying to hold on, you know what I'm saying? And that's messed up for a landlord to try to destroy your family's life like that. Like, that's messed up for anybody to do that. Like, I couldn't imagine doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's horrible. Like I deserve to have a stable home, and even the trolls, they trying to interfere with money I'm getting from my mom. And that's it, just it's ridiculous, man. I think I know who's encouraging the bullshit. I'm not gonna say who it is that I feel is encouraging it. That's a crazy way to be. Because at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here every single day wanting bad for people. I may say it at the time when that person has pissed me off, but why even participate in it? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, yes, Mike is he's that was so funny, especially when I was so mad at him when I went up to the car. He was like, "What?" I was like, "Get out the car so we can," But then I calmed down or whatever. And when when he was sitting there talking to my friend, I said, "Mike," I said, "You're an asshole." He said, "Yes, I am an asshole." And I want to have more good times with Mike than bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want me like I felt like I did that was one of my biggest regrets the past few years is all the hatred. Cause there shouldn't even be no hatred between me and Mike like that, man. That's a shame. I didn't do it. But then again, I can't be the only one holding the situation down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do hope that things, just stay good between me and him because I'm good with him. You know what I'm saying? But it makes no sense when you think about it for the trolls to be like, Mike is good and Jamila's bad. Like, that don't even make no sense, even for a relationship dynamic. Like like he's gonna be nice to me, but I gotta be a piece of crap and garbage. And Mike is the good guy, but he stays in my life though. That doesn't even make any sense. If I'm so bad, why even do it at all? So that's why the trolls are not making any sense. And I think it's because they like the entertainment or whatever. But like I said, I've had trolls that have been stalking me on here for like years. And I feel like if we gonna be cool, I feel like you shouldn't allow trolls to do that. So I don't want people doing that no more because eh, you know. So anyway, that I don't think anybody should be allowing trolls to mess with their real life. Like just that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's exactly what a troll wants to do, or a person that's trolling, a person that hates a person, you know what I'm saying, or like, and then it shouldn't be a situation where if you got like an ex-friend or ex-friend of me or whatever, and they can just come to YouTube and start all this stuff. Like it shouldn't even be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like anyway, at the end of the day, I don't feel nothing but love in my heart. That's all I've ever felt. I don't sit there with no hatred. I'm glad I'm out of that house. When I tell y'all, it just they need to it's all on record with the city. It is the bad ventilation in that house and stuff, so it feels good to be out of that house finally. You know what I'm saying? So because it's a apparent problem that needs to be fixed, and it was not caused by me. I can't control what a whole house does. That don't even make no sense. And no, I did not mess up that house. The carpet upstairs needs to be replaced. But like I'm talking about everything in my room was covered with pollen and stuff because y'all just don't know, man. Like it's a problem with that house that needs to be fixed thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they fix it before they move somebody else up in there. That's all I know. Okay. I'm not beefing with nobody on the internet no more. I'm tired of that. I am. I'm so tired, and I wasn't even gonna go live yesterday at all. Just FYI, like if Mike hadn't have done what he did, but Jackie was doing it. Yeah, Jackie, I really wish that you would stop doing that. I don't know what you think you proving by doing that. What do you think that you're proving? And listen, what do you think? What are you proving, that I'm not a real witch or something? Like, I'm trying to figure out, what is this chick trying to do? I don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't know what they think that they're proving with that. And we can say, oh well, you should have did this and you should have did that, but that ain't how life is. I just can't wait till I buy a house, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, because that would be the best thing to do, because when it's your house, you have more control over it. You know what I'm saying? You control that. And then mortgage is cheaper than rent, but you control how the house is taken care of when you own the home, and it is more stable. But don't no landlord got the right to create instability for their tenants. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just I don't know what it is exactly. And you can say, oh well, I'm on the side of the landlord not fixing stuff because I hate you, Jamila. Okay, fine. Fine. How many times are you gonna tell somebody that you don't like them? That's why I be trying to get through to some people, like, okay, you don't like this person. What benefit is it? That's just like I don't get along with Tina. That doesn't affect my business. I don't have to come on here every day and say how much I hate Tina, or how much or how many. And I don't even hate Tina. I don't even know her. I hate what she does. I don't even know that chick. I don't even know her. I don't know Spirit Tree. I don't know none of these people. So why would that be it doesn't benefit me having a beef with y'all. And I guess it benefits y'all. It don't benefit me at all. I've been saying that for the longest. That's not a part of how I built my company either. It's not. I didn't build my company on hate like that. So I don't see what, like, unless you got people that are paying you to do work on me or whatever, and I don't even have to. I guess so. I guess it could be people paying people to do work to do curses on me or whatever. Yeah, but think about it. If you paying people to do work on me, you affecting a lot of other people. I just wouldn't want to have that kind of baggage on me. You know what I'm saying? If something that you did, you done messed up other tenants of the landlord. So that means that you responsible for a lot of fuck shit. I wouldn't want to be that person personally, because they was bragging about contacting the landlord. Okay, let's say you contacted the landlord and you caused the landlord to be a neglectful landlord. Let's say you did that. Look at their reviews, man. They've been neglecting all of their tenants then. So you're responsible for all of that? Why would you even want to take credit for that? I wouldn't. I ain't that type of person. I'm an uplifting person. I like to uplift people. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am. Okay, I wouldn't be causing no problems on God's land like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person that's like, You know, I want things to be good. I want to take care of these, you know, structures or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at that house, oh my God. And that's not me. That wouldn't have been me. That was trees. It was overgrown trees, and the squirrels and the raccoons was like, oh, look at this. You know, I can get in here real easily. I don't know. So you got to be careful what you try to take credit for. That's just like when they lied and said that I took credit for Hope's death. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, for real, how do we know that when y'all read out of that Bible, how do we know that y'all not really sending out death energy and bad spirits and sickness to people? So I was responsible for people being alive. Like, I don't have nothing to do with that. Then yeah, no, man. That's not me. I am a person that builds. I don't destroy it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So anyway, I hope y'all have a good night and everything. I'm about to go. Let me get in here because Jacob is looking for me. I'm gonna go on in here. I'll see y'all later. And I feel like I should have came here later because it's almost 5 o'clock and I need to make phone calls. So, but I'll just start the day off fresh if I have to tomorrow. But I'll check y'all later. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Okay. Blessings to y'all. Okay. And shout out to Mike Mills. I hope Mike just stops letting that hate get to him. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't right in the first place. Okay. But I want to say thank you to Mike and that he, at the end of the day, Mike is a good person. But so am I. So I mean, if we like that don't make no sense for y'all to try to. Well, Jamila, you're just horrible, and he's like, okay, so why would he be there for a horrible person then? If I was such a horrible person, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make no sense. So I'll check y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love and blessings to everybody. Okay. All right, y'all.